Hey everybody, so in this video I'm going to go over some of the new features that we've just recently added to Niche Finder based on a lot of great suggestions from the users. I'm going to go ahead and put in a keyword and let Niche Finder start to populate some data, and then I'll go over some of the features. I'll click Start. The first thing you'll notice is there's a new status message that appears here. This is going to give you a better idea of what Niche Finder is doing. So you can see it's downloading the keywords now. Before this message was up here, it said it was accessing adwords.google.com. It's logging into your Google account. Okay, right now it's going through the keyword weight loss pills. It's searching Google. It's grabbing the Google PageRank for each of the keywords. So you can see it's doing a lot of different things. And then you can see the total progress up here at the top, obviously. So while Niche Finder processes, I'm going to go through a few of the new additions. So average links over here. This was recently added, and what this is going to tell us is the average number of links for the keyword weight loss for the top 10 ranked websites is 137,741. So if you're going to get in the top 10 of Google for the keyword weight loss, probably the minimum number of links you're going to want to get is 137,741 links. Now if I click that, you can see that and let me sort this. Okay, so this is the number 1 ranked site at the top, number 2, number 3, and so on, all the way down to 10. You can see that the top ranked website has 2,365,950 backlinks. That is a ton of links, and you can see that 6,661 unique referring domains. So of those domains, there are multiple pages on these domains linking to this site, which is going to equal 2 million whatever. And you can kind of go down through, and you can see that typically the number 1 ranked site is going to have the most links, and it's going to kind of filter down to the fewest at the bottom. You can see referring domains as well, and then you can see a couple that are really low here. And the reason for this, and the reason these two sites rank where they do, it's not necessarily because of the power of this specific page. You can see it only has 30 links coming from 4 domains. That's not very many, obviously. But what I can say is that yellowpages.com is a huge authority site, very powerful. Now if you go to the site, I'm sure the page rank is very high. I'm sure there are a ton of links pointing into yellowpages.com. So the domain itself is boosting the power of this inner page. So you can kind of get a handle on that kind of stuff. And all this is pulled directly from Majestic SEO. So if we click OK, I'm going to sort the difficulty column here. Hardest ranked keyword at the top all the way down to the easiest at the very bottom. And as we scroll down through, you can kind of see the most difficult keywords are going to have the highest number of average links in general. So you can see 137 at the top, and as we scroll down through, you can see the average links number in general is going to keep shrinking as the difficulty gets easier and easier to rank for the keywords, which does make sense because total links is one of Google's top ranking factors. Total links, quality of links, page rank, and page title are the top ranking factors of Google. So those are some of the few that we take into consideration, and you can see that it does average out pretty well. So the results you're going to get from Niche Finder under the difficulty level here, and then as well as the images over here, are very accurate. You're going to be able to quickly find keywords that are going to make you a lot of money. So the average links column is new. Let me click Preferences and go over a couple of the other new options. Okay, under General Settings, this was another feature suggested by a few users. You can now set the difficulty ranges for each of the keywords yourself. So let's say, for example, you don't really like the green and yellow indicators over here because you think that anything below 50 should be easy for you because you're very good at SEO. So anything below 50 is easy. Right now it's set to anything below 30 is easy. But you want anything below 50 to be green. So you can now come in here and change this to 50. And now you've just changed your range. So as soon as you click Save and you rerun a keyword, it's going to change all these images for you. And let's say that you decided you don't like your own range, you can always reset it at any time. It's going to go back to the default. Okay, I'm going to click save here. Another really cool feature that we added is the ability to hide different columns. So let's say, for example, you don't really care about the domains availability columns over here. What you can now do is you can right click and show hide columns, and then you can simply uncheck the column you don't want to see, and that's going to remove that column for you. If you want it back, you can always right click and reselect it, and it's going to add it right back for you. This is a really nice feature because if you're let's say your monitor's smaller, or you just don't like seeing all this data, you only want to see certain things, you can just come in here and hide whatever columns you want. So a really nice user-friendly feature that we added. It was also suggested by another user, so thanks for that. And let me go over a few other things, and then I will let you get back to your work. If we go through here, I want to explain what this feature right here does, because a few users were confused by this new feature. So basically what you're going to be able to do here is, let's say you live in Japan, and you want to find out how difficult keywords are to rank in Google.com. Not necessarily how difficult the keywords are to rank in Japan's version of Google. We want to see how difficult the keywords are to rank in Google.com, so the US version. You just want to come in here and set this to English. Okay. Let's say it's vice versa. You're in the US, but you want to see how difficult it is to rank keywords in Japan's version of Google. Just come down here and select Japanese, and that's gonna then click save. And then when Niche Finder starts to run, it's gonna look at Japan's version of Google and not Google.com. So a really neat feature that we added there, and that was also a suggested feature from another user. Now, real quickly here, I want to make sure that you guys are using Niche Finder to the best of its ability. So a quick thing that we can do here to find the perfect keyword is to go down through, and first we want to sort the columns by, let's just go by cost per click. So the highest paid keyword is at the top all the way down to the bottom. So this keyword right here, weight loss tea, you can see that people in AdWords are paying $4.51 a click. Quite a few advertisers are advertising in AdWords using this keyword. It's a difficulty of 59, so pretty difficult still to rank in Google. 5,400 people search it a month. Average links for the top 10 ranked sites, 4,576. So what I'm getting at is the perfect keyword is a keyword that has a low difficulty, has a high number of searches, has a high cost per click, has a high AdWords, high number of people advertising via AdWords, and the average links is pretty low. So let's go down through and let's see if we can find a keyword that matches that pretty well. I'm going to sort the difficulty, and you can see this keyword right here is close. Metformin weight loss, not sure what that is, but it's a difficulty of 28, so really easy to rank in Google. Gets searched for a ton, has a high cost per click, so $1.39 a click. But the problem is, you can see here, not very many people are advertising via Google AdWords. So if you did create a website related to AdSense, for example, the sites showing up on the sites showing up within your AdSense code block on your site aren't going to be very related, because there's hardly anybody advertising in AdWords. So this is a keyword that people are paying a lot of money for. At least a few people are, but not a lot. You want to find a keyword where a lot of people are paying that dollar amount. So if this was high, this would be a great keyword that you could probably make quite a bit of money with from just this keyword. So let's go down through, let's find a keyword that, okay, here's a keyword here. A pretty high number of AdWords advertisers, whey protein weight loss. Pretty easy to rank, 41. Like I said, the range right now for moderates for yellow is between 30 and 80. So it's on the low end of moderate. Gets a decent amount of searches per month. High cost per click, over $1. Pretty high number of AdWords advertisers, so people must be buying something based on whey protein weight loss, or this many people wouldn't be advertising, paying $1.10 a click. and average links 152. That's pretty low. It's pretty easy to get 152 links pointing to your site. So that's a nice keyword. Here's another good keyword. It's just a little bit more difficult. Actually, a higher cost per click and more people advertising. So this is probably a better keyword even. And when you can come through, you can take keywords like this. The absolute perfect scenario would be if the difficulty is lower, if it's in the green range. If this is like super high, so if you happen to find a keyword that's like $7 a click or something insane like that, and then this is completely full, and then the .com version of the domain is available. Now, that's likely never going to happen, but that would be the absolute perfect keyword. So you want to go through and you want to find the best keyword possible, given the keywords that you are given from the beginning. And you can also, if you find a pretty decent keyword, you can always right click and generate long tail, and it's going to generate longer versions of this keyword, which are probably going to have a lower difficulty, and probably slightly lower cost per click, but more than likely similar cost per click. It's just going to be easy to rank for. So anyway, hopefully that helps, and stay tuned for more updates. Thanks a lot.